What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Clemson versus North Carolina college basketball matchup going down Saturday, January 6, 2024. Just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, the games I love the most, including my daily $19 best bet, make sure that you head on over to Pickdawgz.com and click the Premium Picks tab at the top of the page. But let's get to this one between Clemson and North Carolina. And Clemson coming into this one with a record of 11-2 on the year off a 95-82 road loss to Miami in their last matchup. Meanwhile, North Carolina 10-3 on the year after a 70-57 win over Pitt on the road. Now, maybe that was more of an indication of Pitt really struggling against teams inside the Ken Palm top 100 this season. I believe now they're 0-5 after the loss to North Carolina. But what we've seen from North Carolina is that their losses this season have come in true road environments against some of the top teams in the country: Villanova, UConn, Kentucky. But I really like still what I've seen from North Carolina on the offensive end of the floor. This is a team that's just outside the top 10 in terms of adjusted offensive efficiency, 12th in turnover percentage on offense, so they're taking care of the basketball. They're hitting their free throws at a top 25 rate, 71st nationally in three-point shooting. And they're going up against a Clemson team that's top 50 in terms of defensive efficiency, but they're not defending the three all that well. They're 144th in three-point defense. They're 175th in allowing teams to get to the foul line. And considering that North Carolina is just outside the top 20 in terms of point distribution by way of free throws, in terms of how dependent North Carolina is on hitting their free throws to put points on the board, almost 24% of North Carolina's points this season have come from the foul line. So I think that could bode well for them here. North Carolina's weakest point on the offensive end, 2-point shooting, where they're 150th, and that's where Clemson's strength is defensively. But Clemson not forcing a ton of turnovers. Now, Clemson is shooting the ball fairly well. They're 11th in three-point shooting, top 30 in two-point shooting, and top 50 from the foul line. But North Carolina, just outside the top 40 nationally in terms of free throw rate allowed. So they're not giving up many opportunities at the foul line. And what we've also seen from Clemson this year is the areas where they've struggled are against teams that can really put points on the board. Sure, Alabama hung 77 on them on the road, and Alabama walked out with an 8-point road win in a true road environment. That was impressive. But I still think that's a down year, or this is a down year for Alabama. I'm just not all that sold on that Alabama team as I was coming into the season. The win over Pitt, we just talked about how Pitt struggled against some of the top teams in the country. And I think they're only going to struggle more as we get into ACC play. South Carolina and TCU, okay, those are solid wins. But at home, I wouldn't say that Clemson's really been all that tested this season, outside of 64th ranked Boise State and maybe 61st ranked South Carolina, but it was still a game that South Carolina covered in when all was said and done. I think that North Carolina in this matchup just matches up well with Clemson. They've shown they can go on the road and hold their own. And I think that Clemson, I think that while there'll probably be a back and forth game in this one, I could see something similar to what we saw against Miami, even this being on being a home environment for Clemson here. So I'm going to go with North Carolina on the road. North Carolina won both meetings between these two teams last season, and I think North Carolina gets it done here as well. So give me North Carolina plus the point, and that's going to be my free pick. But just a reminder, if you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and smash that thumbs up. And if you're looking for my best bets, you can find those at Pick Dawgz Premium. While you're at Pick Dawgz, check out our betting tools. They're 100% free. They're the best betting tools in the business, and tools that you want to make sure that you have in your back pocket when you're making your best bets for the day's action. And while you're at our YouTube channel, make sure you have notifications turned on so you can be the first to be in the know when the newest content drops here at Pick Dawgz. Thanks for watching. See you guys soon.